Good evening, Facets. It is Tuesday, September 11th, and this week it is Survey Week, the week where we take Naramon's YouTube Survey 2011 thingy and answer all the questions from it and add in just a couple of our own for flavor and fun and whatnot shenanigans. Tell us about your first kiss. Okay, wait, do you mean like the first little peck kiss? The first the little kiss? Or do you mean like the first like big make-out kiss? Because those are two different things. Okay, so my first kiss was with this girl named Robin, and I was 13, and I met Robin through my little sister. She was 11, 12, somewhere in that area, and we had been going out for like 3 weeks. We had this tiny little adorable romance, and I had just walked her home, and I was kind of standing on our porch, and she was standing on our porch, and we didn't really know what we were doing at that point. We were in this awkward position where we didn't really know where our hands should go, because we had really just started holding hands, but we had been holding hands the whole time, and it was time to let go of hands. And so finally, maybe just to break the silence even, she kind of said, "You can kiss me now." And so I did, and it was just this little tiny, like, kind of thing, and that was great. And then I started walking home, and my little 13-year-old self, I'm on the sidewalk. I've just rounded the corner, but she can still see me from her window, and I didn't know that she was like watching me walk home until I shouted, "Finally!" And I heard her laughing, is the thing. I heard her laughing about that. In retrospect, probably not the best thing to say after the first kiss. Tell me the most expensive casual item of clothing you've ever bought. So the most expensive casual item of clothing I've ever bought was the thing I was just wearing on my head, and it's my Pizza John shirt, and I love my Pizza John shirt, and it was like $20, which isn't really a lot to spend on clothing at all, but I'm a thrifter, so it's kind of a big deal for me to drop $20 on a single t-shirt. What's the first job you ever wanted as a kid? Okay, so most of my childhood was earmarked with weirdness. So when I was a little kid, I wanted to be one of three things. I had three life plans. First, I wanted to be a famous stage singer. I aspired to be just like all of the Backstreet Boys. And failing that, I wanted to be either a cab driver or a florist. All excellent career decisions. Nothing even remotely close to where I'm going now. But there we are. Tell us about your group of school friends. No. Name your children. Wow, name your children. That is definitely a sudden thing that I didn't expect I'd have to do for a while. Okay, alright, this is a big commitment. Whatever I name my kids are going to be stuck with for at least first 18 years of their life. Okay, I got this. Fightmaster Ganondorf and Ladasha Zelda Barrowman. Yes! If you could plan the perfect date, what would you do? No, see, this is a great question for me because I've already got this covered. I've done this. It is finished. I've crossed it off the to-do list. Okay, so to start with, we're going to be in my hometown in the wintertime. It's really cold. You're all bundled up, nice and warm. It's scarf weather, which I would argue is the best weather. And it's all around gonna be a lovely day. You make some soup. Some warm, hearty chicken noodle. Make that stuff yourself. Your date's gonna be eating it. You don't want to give them condensed canned crap when you can impress her with your culinary masterfulness, says the man who burns cereal. So that goes into 2 thermoses. Those 2 thermoses go into a backpack, wrapped up into a blanket, and if you have room, 2 Snuggies. So now, I meet my date, and I'm going to use heteronormative terminology here because we're talking about me and I am a heteronormative person, and I take her to the beach, all marshmallowed up in snow pants and thick coat and scarf, So we go to the beach and we start walking out on the ice. It's not exactly an easy walk, but it's a fairly safe walk, and I can be right by her side and make sure she feels safe doing this, and if she doesn't, of course, the adventure ends immediately and we do something else. It gives her a sense of reliability, you know? Shows that I'm the kind of guy who's not afraid to be at someone's side, but also won't force her to do anything she's uncomfortable with. It's a really cool thing to be able to show on a first date. So, the thing about Lake Huron is that it doesn't freeze smoothly. As it freezes from the shore and moving out, the waves are still lapping up on the ice, and as they touch it, they freeze just a little bit as well each time. So it looks a lot like the waves themselves were frozen in time, and when you reach out to the furthest one, you can climb right up onto the top of it, and the waves can't quite reach you anymore. And the blankets come out, and you lay it down on the top of the wave. You add the Snuggies if you're feeling cold, and you enjoy the soup together in a winter picnic on your own private strip of beach. You can hear the waves lapping up on the ice, and the scent of the lake just fills you. When the sun is setting just right, its light is behind you because the lake faces away from it. But it still paints the sky in these pastel pinks and purples and yellows, and the pier to the left starts lighting up, and you can hear the foghorns of the ships in the distance, and it's just an amazing and romantic setting in general. And to help cool down after that, or warm up, or whatever you need, stop in at a coffee shop just a block away there in my hometown, warm up with a big cup of hot cocoa, and get to know each other, make small talk when your teeth aren't chattering as badly. The last question is, who do you want to do this next? And since I am a middle of the week guy, I want Regan to do this next. So Regan, I will see you on Wednesday.